Oh my god. Fuck me running. I cannot even begin to imagine him in part 3 if he's this fucking hard in part 2. And this isn't even hard. This is normal.
Why is he laughing?
Because he knows this isn't over. Ready? Everybody's waiting.
We got him. So this is it, huh? Time to say goodbye. For now. See ya! Aerith. Wake up.
That's not gonna work. Oh, come on. What?
can't stay here forever. We'd best get moving.
Yep. Sounds good.
I'll see you off.
Tifa. Come on.
I have to admit, you were quite the man. Who, me? I guess not. Anyway, you haven't seen Viceroy Saruf, have you? He failed to show at an important event. Made us look like fools.
Maybe he wouldn't have, if you'd spent some money on that set.
Ah, you're probably right. Rich kids do like things just so. Still got results, though, even without him. Resistance elements are more fired up than ever.
You know, Glenn, I'm on to you. This war's nothing but a ploy to distract me from Sephiroth.
How very astute. Regardless, the plan is already in motion. Our promised land will become reality. Our father's dream, accomplished by his son.
I want the real thing, not some imitation.
But an imitation's all you deserve. Just like old times.
Nah, I couldn't have dreamt that. It all felt way too real. Just as worlds unite, so too do they part.
I'll be honest, man. This game does a lot of bait and switch with a lot of dream shit. It's really... Aerith is dead. That's the one thing I can tell you for a fact. Aerith bit it hard. She fucking dead. She ain't alive, she dead. Everything else, like, I don't know what alternate reality Zack is in. Sephiroth, I don't know what his ultimate plan is. I assume it's to... The life stream is fight between dark and white. To balance out the life force of the Earth or something, I don't know. It's confusing as fuck. That's what those two little creatures were, with the circular bubbles in their stomachs.
Can you not raise it just a wee bit higher?
Screw you, cat. How's this? Oh, shit.
Nice catch.
So, what Aerith actually do anyway? Well? And with that, we are cleared for takeoff.
Finally.
It's not fair.
Aerith? The hell?
Oh no.
The reunion.
Hey, you coming or what?
Yeah, one sec.
Are you fucking stupid?
You have to promise not to look up.
Don't look up.
Well, now I gotta look.
Fine, but don't let it get to you.
Don't let what get to me?
It's not real. Just an illusion. Now let's go get Sephiroth. He's hiding up north.
North.
Trust me, he is. Soldier's intuition.
Oh, yeah? Better hope you're right.
All right, fine. We trust you. Just remember, we got everything riding on this. And that's a load you'd best be ready to carry.
No heavy loads. We're close to capacity as it is.
Don't worry about me. I can handle it.
Take care.
You gonna be okay getting back?
And if I said I wasn't? Don't worry. It's like a second home.
I guess. But what if something happens?
Then I'll send up smoke.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out.
I'll put everything I've got into my prayers. I'll stop the meteor. And I'll leave the rest to you. Good luck.
Aerith. I will stop Sephiroth. Trust me.
You promise?
Promise.
Walking city streets with worn cobblestones, listening to people rushing past to rhythms all their own.
Goodbye.
Life passing me by, not thinking how the years have flown until I met you.
I think so.
I won't say that it was fate. I won't say that it was destiny.
See, I don't know how it is compared to the original. There's a lot of really odd kind of multi sort of dimensional universal stuff in the game, and it's really hard to follow sometimes. But I've never been this addicted to a game ever in my life. Ever. I don't think I've ever played a game this much in a week span in my entire life.
Know that you'll find me promises to keep. We won't ever need. Only I'd never known.
There's some pretty damn emotional scenes in this game, I won't lie.
Burdens I was born to bear. Lived a life without a care in the world save for you. But that won't do till the day
I think the thing I like about this, really like about this game, is that they
on our street.
do a really good job of using this second one to flesh out a lot of the side characters. I think Vincent is the only one, but Vincent gets introduced super late into the game, and he probably plays a bigger role in the third game if I had to guess, having never played the original. Vincent is the vampire, the guy in red. I don't know if he's a vampire, but thing that Cloud put in his sword at the end was the black material, which I believe is what Sephiroth needs. And that's what I think Sephiroth is using to, like, kind of control him. Which is why I was surprised he even still had it. He put it in his sword. I don't know what that means. You mean the thing Cloud saw and they didn't? I think and I could be completely wrong because I don't know how the original goes, but I think the game is trying to heavily imply that there's two universes, one where Zack exists and one where Cloud exists. And I think that's what that is that like overlap of the two universes. Because Zack kind of went back to his basically universe at the end there in the church. I don't know. I just don't know as much about. It implies a lot of stuff about like two universes throughout the game, but it doesn't really. It's really hard to. I imagine it's going to play a bigger role in the ending of the third one. But I think Cloud could only see it because the black materia is why. Because he put the black materia in his sword at the end there. I just don't know how the black materia plays into the... I'm a little confused at how it plays into the whole aspect of what it's doing for Sephiroth, if it's sort of like a... almost like a summoning stone for him. I don't know. It's hard to follow. Zack is the one with the black hair, if it wasn't obvious in these images. I think I will say it gets a bit like Kingdom Heartsy with how kind of ridiculous some of the stuff can get. Although I don't think it's as bad as Kingdom Hearts in this game. That's kind of one of the main reasons I'm not a big fan of Kingdom Hearts to follow as much, as how kind of over the top some of that shit gets. It's the same director. I think the director that did this remake is the same director though. But, I mean, I love this game. Great story, great gameplay. Lots of content. I really like this game way more than I thought I ever would. This and Remake were surprisingly, like, my... Remake was way better than I was ever expecting it to be, having never played, really, Final Fantasy VII or cared that much about it ever in my entire life. And I really only had investment in Final Fantasy with 16 and 14. I've never finished a mainline Final Fantasy besides 16. '16 is really good. I'd highly recommend 16 when it comes to PC. It's got a fucking amazing story. It's got some of the best music in a video game out there. It's amazing. But it would be way better on PC. This just came out as a for sure Sony exclusive on consoles, which wasn't really surprising. Sony apparently paid a lot of money for the development of this, or at least paid Square Enix a lot of money, so this is going to be a console exclusive, but this will probably come to PC in about a year or two, if I had to guess. Because Journey's End, I think, is what they're going to call the third one from what it implied at the end. So the third one will probably be out in about 3 or 4 years. And that's supposed to be the end of the game, I imagine. I think they thought they were going to do a fourth, but I think it's I would be very amazed if they can scrap enough content for a fourth game. I think it's going to be 3. I think the word Journey's End, I think, heavily implies that it's the end of the series. There's a lot of side content, though. I rushed towards the end, I won't lie, because I really wanted to finish this. But if you did everything in this game, and I mean everything, including Platinum Trophy, you're looking at like a 150+ hour game. Easily. There's like a lot of side quests that I really didn't want to do because I really wanted to finish this that I'm going to go back and do after. But... well, max level 70. I was 51, I think, when it finished the game. I don't know. I think some of the bosses scale, though. I don't think, like, you could clap Sephiroth, because I think it scales his level with your current level. You can go do earlier zones and clap a lot of the earlier monsters, but I think some of the major bosses in the game, I think they scale, so you can't just go and one-tap them. So the DMC, the main DMC combat guy was involved on 16, but he may have been involved on this too, I don't know. But the guy that did the DMC combat was involved with 16. 16 has a very, very DMCS combat. It's not as I would say it's not as deep as it, but it's got a lot of really, really good kind of like diversity and depth to it. I mean, I won't say that combat's not deep in this one either. There's a lot of shit you can do, especially with obviously the spells. But I like it. It's really nice. There's a lot of parry mechanics and a lot of dodging that I'm still not great with in this game. There's a lot of stuff you have to do to like parry in this game. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. So, but when it says immune when I'm dodging, a lot of the times it's because you have to either parry at the right time or it's just a simple dodge. Because just holding down dodge will still do damage to you. So, if you dodge at the right time, then you'll do a parry, which is usually when it's immune. Because you have an actual block in this game. You have an actual dodge button, which is circle, and then parry, which it will make usually a noise like a kind of like a sheathing noise or two swords clanging together, and that's when you parry. Because some of the bosses in this game, you straight up like you have to parry or you have to do a specific way to beat them. Otherwise, you cannot beat them. Like there's a boss that you have to stun so that he gets knocked into a wall, otherwise he'll just keep reviving himself. And the last like 2 chapters, once chapter 13 starts, it's just straight like 7-8 hours straight of gameplay. Because I tried to finish the game last night, and from the start of when it tells you can't return in chapter 13 to the end of the game, it's about 7.5-8 hours straight of just gameplay and bosses. It's pretty fucking hectic. It's nonstop. I haven't played WWE in a while. I may get 2K24 when it's on sale. I have too many games to play, to be honest. I really want to get back into Helldivers. And Guild Wars just released an update for Legendary Armor. I'm like about 7 or 8 games behind right now. I really am trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid buying any games until Dragon's Dogma. Well, there's a rumor there's a rumor that Blue Point is remaking Metal Gear Solid 1 right now. The guys that remade Demon Souls. There's a rumor they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 1. Konami's apparently been working with Sony pretty heavily, and there's been rumors for a very long time, like for a year plus, that Metal Gear Solid 1 is getting remade. Because 3's getting remade right now, but that's by an independent or by an internal studio. Yeah, I want either a Metal Gear Rising remake or I want a